May I interrupt a little bit by saying that that's perhaps a good moment to take a pause and perhaps just a few questions. We go to coffee in about 10 minutes. So can I just ask for very brief questions? Thank you very much for an insight, an understanding, and a spiritual analysis of where China is and where it will go in the future. Would you like to? Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kuan, for your very interesting presentation. A quick question or remark. As we know, what is remarkable of the Chinese experience is the fact that a country which has adopted the model of market capitalism within an authoritarian or, politically speaking, Communist Party. This is something impossible from a theoretical point of view. In fact, all the big literature says, how is it possible? Because capitalism was born inside a democratic setup, and all was considered democracy a balanced force. So it seems to me that today the problem of China, and Xi, President Xi, who is very intelligent, it seems to me his understanding, that this model, coping market capitalism and a political structure based on a unique party, the Communist Party, is not going to last. It's in the perspective of a medium and, let's say, long run, he knows, and the Chinese leaders know, that is unsustainable. So they are looking for an approach with the Western world, and they are discovering the importance of values which are not only philosophical but also religious, because they need to give a different foundation to their model of social order. I would be curious to know, what do you think about that? If you perceive that in China, in your country, these ideas are spreading among the leaderships. Thank you.
The answer is actually not difficult to find. Just a catchword: state capitalism. Not market capitalism, state capitalism. Okay, so if you can develop state capitalism in China, the Communist Party still holds political power because the party is the boss of all capitalists in China. The most influential production comes from state industries, from state corporations, not really new companies and new initiatives who have managed to go to China to share a teaspoon of profits, whereas the big profits all go into the pockets of the managers of the state enterprises. Okay. This is the, I don't know whether it's a unique solution that can really reinforce the monopolistic power of the Communist Party. It is not a erosive force, capitalism, if you can put it under control, under tiny control. Okay. That's it.
Okay, can I just take perhaps one question only, and then we can go to coffee. I know other people want to ask questions, but can they reserve them in the coffee break informally? We have to keep to our time. So Marcello, just a quick question, please.
I understand your reply to Stefano, but the question is, the politic control the economy or the economy control the politic? And for what? Because you say many times that also there are the tradition of Confucius, the tradition of common good. So So this is a very important question for me.
Well, this is a more difficult question because it involves not a very simple bilateral relationship between politics and economy. It's actually a path-dependent. No, it is a path-shaping and path-dependent, and then path renewal, path changing process. At a certain time, under certain circumstances, is the politics prevail over economy. And another time is economy over politics. Is continuous negotiation and conflict, and then whatsoever between the two great forces. And on the side, there are other forces, cultural, science, technological, external influence, etc., etc. Now this is perhaps too conceptual level answer. Whether I can substantiate with the material data is a more difficult job. So maybe if I have time after that and after my book project, I would devote my energy towards such a more difficult, more challenging question offered by Marcello. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So we now adjourn for coffee break at 10:30, and then we are back at 11, please. I know many are frustrated you want to ask many questions, but perhaps we could do that with you in the coffee break. Thank you.